All right, this is lesson 10, part 2. We are still working on brainstorming. Today, you're going to brainstorm your own list for a theme. So, in our last unit or our last lesson, I gave you some of the topics. This time, I am just going to give you the theme topic, and you have to create all the subtopics and all the details. So, I'm going to do this practice one, which you will watch now. You are more than welcome to follow along. The practice sheets are in Schoology or on paper, and then you'll do one on your own that you have to turn in. Okay, so let's take a look at this learning sheet on kid toys. I'm going to read the directions and then work through this. Number 1, create a brainstorm list below for a theme on kid toys. Write 3 subtopics and related details. Number 2, create codes for the subtopics and assign a code to each detail. Number 3, arrange the theme topic, subtopics, and the details on a tower diagram. And number 4, make sure you have at least 3 subtopics and 4 details for each subtopic. Okay, so I'm thinking about toys that kids can play with. And the first thing that comes to mind, I'm in the wrong box, would be construction toys. And what I think of when I think of that is things like Legos. Then I'm going to think for another category, a group of kid toys, and I'm going to think of dolls, and I'm going to think of something like American Girl dolls. All right, and I need one more category, a group type of kid toys. I'm going to think of art and craft toys, and that makes me think of something like markers. Okay, so that was step 1. I wrote 3 subtopics and a related detail for each. Now I need to create codes for the subtopics and assign a code to each detail. So for construction toys, I'm going to give it a C. That means in my Legos, that's going to get a C for construction toys. Dolls, I'm going to do with D. And I'm going to put a D for American Girl dolls. And then art and craft toys, those will be A, and I'm going to go put an A over by markers. Okay, so I did my codes. I assigned a code to each detail. All right, so now what I'm going to do down here, not at step 3 yet. I have to keep going in and I'm adding more details that fit into these categories. So if I can think of any more construction toys, I'm thinking of K'NEX. I'm thinking of Lincoln Logs. I can think of Duplos, like the giant Legos. And I think I'm stuck on construction toys. So I'm going to pause there and I'm going to start thinking about different types of dolls. I know there's Barbie dolls. There's Bratz dolls. I can think of Cabbage Patch Kids are dolls. Action figures, I'm going to say those are also dolls. All right, and now I'm drawing a blank on dolls, so I'm going to switch down to art and craft toys. I already have markers, but I can think of crayons. I can think of finger paint, coloring books. I'm going to think of the colored pencils. All right. I'm going to think of pipe cleaners. I used those a lot when I was a kid. Okay, we don't need to fill up this entire box, but we do need to make sure we have at least enough details for at least 4 in each box. I think I'm good there. If I have to, I'll go back and add more later. So now I'm on step 3. Arrange the theme topic, subtopics, and the details on a tower diagram. So I'm going down to my tower diagram. My topic is kid toys. I have 3 subtopics. They're right here. Construction toys, dolls, and arts and crafts. So I'm going to put those into my subtopic boxes. And as I'm doing that, I realized I forgot to put in my letters as I went. So I want to make sure I've got my code letters so I can, as I'm going, it'll be a lot easier for me to organize them. So I just went in and did those really quick. Okay, so construction toys, anything with a C, I can now list on this detail. So I've got Legos, I've got K'NEX, Lincoln Logs, Duplos. So I'm going to put those in here. Legos, K'NEX, Duplos, Lincoln Logs. All right, so that has 4. This box is done. I'm going over to dolls. I'm looking for anything with a D. So I have American Girl dolls, and then I've got quite a few over here. So I'm going to put all of those down here. So I have American Girl dolls, Barbies, Bratz dolls, Cabbage Patch Kids, and action figures. I'm running on to the next page. That's okay. All right. I have over 4 details in the dolls box, so that one is set too. I have 1 box left. It's arts and crafts, and that is anything with an A. So I'm going to start with my markers and then everything else that I added over here. So I have, oops, markers, crayons. What else did I have? Oh, finger paint, coloring books, color pencils, and pipe cleaners. All right, I'm gonna delete my extras. Okay, I'm gonna go back and read my last direction. Make sure you have at least 3 subtopics and 4 details for each subtopic. So subtopics, I have 1, 2, 3, and I have at least 4 details in each subtopic. So this is a perfectly made tower diagram, and I am done. You're gonna try the next one on your own.